You're listening to the audio production of The Wizard of Oz, the Classic Edition, by L. Frank Baum, published by Thomas Nelson and read by Bob Hartman. Dedication. To my wife, Olenka, my dear traveling companion on that long journey down the yellow brick road. Charles Santor. Introduction. If Oz is indeed, as Ray Bradbury has said, what we would hope and like to be, then it is no surprise that The Wizard of Oz has been so frequently reinterpreted since it first appeared in 1900. L. Frank Baum was fortunate in having as his earliest collaborator William Wallace Denslow, who not only helped shoulder the costs of the book's initial publication, but also ensured its immediate success through his 24 color plates and countless lively textual decorations, establishing a tradition of lavishly illustrated editions of The Wizard of Oz from the start. Baum worked as closely with Denslow as Lewis Carroll did with John Tenniel, but unlike Alice in Wonderland, the story of The Wizard of Oz has long had a life apart from its original pictures. A year hardly passes now without yet another newly illustrated edition of this children's classic. It likewise has been reinterpreted on stage, screen, or television almost since the year it was published, its most famous reincarnation being the 1939 motion picture musical starring Judy Garland. And this American fairy tale has proved to be as durable abroad as at home. It is one of the most frequently translated children's books of all time, and the Russian retelling is so popular that Ellie, the Strashila, Zalezhny Drovishek, Trushlivye Lev, and Totoshka, too, are well known to Soviet schoolchildren today, as Dorothy, the Scarecrow, Tin Woodman, Cowardly Lion, and Toto are to American boys and girls. Perhaps the most opulent edition of all is the present one by Charles Santor. Like W. W. Denslow and his successor John R. Neal, as well as Baum's successor Ruth Plumly Thompson, Santor was born in Philadelphia. He studied at the Philadelphia Museum School of Art, where the Brandywine tradition, as best exemplified in the work of Howard Pyle and his student N.C. Wyeth, was still being kept alive by Henry C. Pitts in his classes. Here Santor was schooled in the legacy of the golden age of American illustration, and on graduation he had the good fortune of...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?